I've tried every decluttering hack out there, and honestly, none of them worked, at least not for me. Everything changed when I tried this ridiculously simple organizing hack I'm going to show you today. This one gave me transformation in just 10 minutes, and I'm going to show you how I did it. Here's my secret. I picked one small spot in my house and set the timer for 10 minutes. I really did not overthink it. I just tossed the items that I didn't need. I grouped like items together and put them back in the most organized fashion I could with the drawer dividers that I had. No fancy products to buy and no complicated steps. 10 minutes later, I had not only just a tidy drawer, but more importantly, I had momentum. That's what finally got me unstuck. So if you're feeling stuck organizing and decluttering, I want you to try this along with me on the projects I'm going to show you. Time to pay a visit to Walmart. Today, I am here for measuring cups and spoons. Don't forget to set your timer for 10 minutes and let's get started making an easy and quick baking station. If you want to make this even simpler and quicker, you can skip this first step, but I like the look of adding a little bit of contact paper on the inside of my pantry. Next, I just measured and placed hooks where I wanted my measuring cups and spoons. This is a ray of sunshine in my kitchen that I love to look at and makes my life a little bit easier. I used 2 sets each of the measuring cups and the measuring spoons, and I will link to those below in the comment section. Once you've gathered all the supplies, you can definitely conquer this 10-minute organizing project very easily. For our second 10-minute organizing project, we're going to stick with the pantry, which is really just this set of shelves for me in my kitchen. And we are going to glow up a little bit. Now, I measured all the shelves and found these Amazon containers. I will also link to those. Once I washed and dried them and prepped them, I just went ahead and transferred all the ingredients from my worn out containers that weren't airtight into these. Now, washing and drying is the front work that you have to do for this project. But once you've done that, you can easily transfer everything very quickly. I labeled mine, but you don't have to do that. You could just write on it with marker if you wanted to. And I was amazed at the results of this 10-minute organizing project. If you've been following Skip to My Life for a while, you know that this is one of the projects I did in trying to eat healthier and lose some weight. I have lost about 7 pounds. Now, I have to be honest and tell you, I put some of that back on. We've been traveling a lot over the last couple months, but at least I know that my pantry is stocked and ready for me when I'm ready to get back on the wagon with my food choices. For our third 10-minute organizing project, we're going to take a couple of these Dollar Tree all-purpose soap. Now, this is meant to be dish soap, but it could really be hand soap. I love the smell of this. That's a personal thing, but all you need to do is remove those labels. They come off very easily. And then I created a new label with my Cricut machine. You could just do this with sticky letters that says soap and lotion. I filled one with lotion. I actually filled one with mouthwash and toothpaste as well. But if you have very little counter space, especially in a guest bath, this is such a convenient way, and it only takes 10 minutes. And I love the look of it. It just looks so much more streamlined than a bunch of bottles. For our next 10-minute organizing hack, just remove the labels from one of these toiletry organizers from Dollar Tree. They fit perfectly in your medicine cabinet. They even stack, and they hold so many of those little things that clutter up your counters in your bathroom. This next quick tip for 10-minute organizing, we're going to the laundry room. I want you to look around your laundry room and see if all the things that you use routinely are placed conveniently. If they're not, you need to pick up a couple of these tubs from the Dollar Tree and store items at eye level. This is a great organizing hack for things that tend to get messy, but you refer to them frequently. Just store them in one of those little laminated teacher packs and mount them with magnetic clips. Here's another 10-minute hack for organizing your laundry room. Pick up one of these over-the-door hooks as well as some of the pump bottles from Dollar Tree. Hang the hook system over your rod, and now you can use this as a tool and solvent organizer. I love it when things are in easy reach and sight. Dollar Tree sells a coffee machine cleaning fluid, but I just use vinegar and water. I pour about a cup of vinegar into my coffee pot and fill the rest up with water. Run the first pot with the vinegar and water solution up with that hot vinegar water as a rinse, and it will make your sink sparkle. One of the keys to making the most of organizing small spaces is to use vertical wall space. And we're going to do that with the project I'm going to show you in just 10 minutes. Pick up 2 of these hanging shelves from the Dollar Tree as well as 2 of the rectangular trays. The trick to this project is to measure off where you're going to glue the shelf to the tray because there will be a little bit of overlap in order for that tray to go flush to the wall. I used E6000 for a firm hold on the tray. And then next you can spray paint it whatever color you like or leave it as it is. If you're loving these 10-minute organizing hacks and you want even more, I've created a list of 40 more 10-minute organizing tricks for you. And I will link that in my description box and the pinned comment. This is an organizing project that disguises itself as a decor project because if you have lots of things on your counters that you have to dust around and move around to clean, this is a perfect place to store those lightweight items so you can see and enjoy them, but you don't have to move them. If you're new to my channel, this is Shannon from Skip to My Life, and I give you a great big welcome. If you live in a smaller space like we do and you want to make a room look larger and more high-end, simply take 10 minutes and raise that curtain rod to close to the ceiling instead of right above the window. Next, we moved a piece of furniture in front so those shorter drapes don't show. If you have a cluttered desk or home office, pick up one of these vanity organizers from the Dollar Tree. Now, these are $3. When I bought them, I think they've gone up to $5. They're still a bargain if you compare them to Lucite organizers in stores or online. And these do not have to be used on your vanity. They are useful all over your house, especially on your desk. I've created a free course for you called the 5-Day Closet Detox if you're ready for more organization. And whatever you do today, my friends, do not forget, today is not the end of your story, so do not give up.